Hi, I'm Amanda and I'm a coach and I'm a mother, and I'm a mother who likes to do breathing practice, and I thought I would just talk a little bit about how to do a really simple breathing practice. But before I go into how, I'm going to just say why. Why would I spend time being a busy mother, taking time out of my day, away from my kids, to a quiet space, just to do breathing practice? Well, basically, it helps me to remain in the center of myself. It helps me to stay calm. It helps me to exercise my sort of emotional flexibility. So, what I mean is, we're all living kind of crazy lives. You know, there's a lot of stress out there. And when I do a breathing practice regularly, I find that my ability to kind of weather the storm is much better than when I don't. So, what it's helping your body to do is to switch from a stress response, so a fight or flight fear response, which we're all in a kind of chronic state of fear most of the time, and it's affecting our mental health, it's affecting our emotional health, it's affecting our bodies as well. So the breathing practice helps to switch you physiologically from a fight or flight state, which is your sympathetic nervous system, which is constantly being drip fed reasons to be triggered. You know, worry about things, there's danger, you know, out in the world, in the media. And taking the time away from that and doing a breathing practice, when you do it properly, it switches your system to the parasympathetic nervous system, which basically is rest and relax and digest. So, this is how we do it. There are lots of different ways of doing it, but there are some very simple tips. The very first important thing for a breathing practice is that you are breathing properly from your abdomen. If you're breathing like this, then it's not very relaxing and you're not getting in the full capacity of your lungs. So you do have to breathe in through your nose and into your belly, you know. And especially for women, you know, this can feel kind of anxious inducing, just letting your belly kind of really fill up. So let go of that, be okay with it, do it in a private space if it's something you're worried about. But it's very important to breathe in through your nose and get used to breathing into your abdomen to really switch on the parasympathetic nervous system and to get the full capacity of oxygen for your lungs. So I'll do one breath. Now, my shoulders did go up a little bit, but you can see then I'm not doing this. I'm breathing from my stomach. So you can just practice that. If you're not used to breathing from your abdomen, it can take a while to get used to it and be relaxed doing it. But the breathing practice that I really enjoy doing is what is called in the yogi practice as a pranayama breath. And the idea is that you're breathing in for a certain count, let's say 3 or 4 or 5, and then you hold that breath for 4 times as long as you breathed in. So if you were to breathe in for count of 3, you would hold for 12, and then you exhale slowly through the nostrils for 12 again. So it depends how much you breathe in. So that's the very basic pranayama breath, which can switch you into a calm state. Okay, so I'll just do a very quick example. So I'm going to breathe in for 3. I usually do more, but I'm going to do 3. Okay. And hold for 12. So I breathed in for 3, I held for 12, which was 4 times the amount, and then I exhaled slowly again from the abdomen, so really pushing my abdomen back towards my spine. You can't see, but you have to believe me. So that's what I was doing. Now, that's the basic breath. Now, there's one more tip that I'm going to give, which they also do in yoga practice, and I find it easier to breathe this way. And this is using alternate nostril breathing. So it takes a minute to get used to it, but I find it makes the breath much smoother, and I feel a sort of even greater sense of kind of expansion with my breath and with my just kind of internal feeling. So I choose to do it this way. There is also kind of yogic Ayurvedic literature on this as a way of balancing your hormonal levels, which can be very useful, particularly for women of childbirth age or after that. So the way to do that is you take your hand and you put these two fingers down onto your palm. So you've got these two and this one. And you're going to turn it around and you're going to use these to block off one nostril or block off the other nostril. And the idea is that you're going to breathe in through one nostril. So let's do the same routine. So 3 in, 12 holding, and 12 exhaling. But the idea is that you breathe in through one side and then you hold it, and then you breathe out through the other side, and then you breathe in back up through that side again, you hold it, and you breathe out through that side, and you just sort of keep going like that. Okay, so I will do one example for you. Remember, breathe from your belly. Okay, and so on. So sorry, but I need to do a bit more. So that's the very basic breathing practice, which is known as pranayama, or in some circles rejuvenating breath, because it makes you feel rejuvenated. There is a special substance in your brain that's released called GABA, and GABA is a kind of, it's not quite a neurotransmitter, I don't think, but basically it's a substance which kind of gets like released onto the receptors for the cortisol. So basically it kind of lessens the cortisol that you feel, and it replaces that, and it basically kind of, GABA is associated with like a feeling of calm, grounded. For some reason I think of GABA being associated with that moon energy, like feeling peaceful, or maybe for some reason cows in a field. This is what GABA reminds me of. And so this breathing practice can help increase the amount of GABA that you are producing. So it literally switches you from stress to relax, and the more you do it, the more your body will be able to get good at it. So don't have fear about doing a breathing practice. It doesn't have to be a big deal. You don't have to be on a yoga mat, although do be on a yoga mat if you have one. You don't have to be a yogi. You don't have to be spiritually inclined or a perfect person in any way, but to just get that breath in, get your body switching into the parasympathetic, the rest and relax. You need it. Life is crazy out there. You know, we are not designed for this much stress. We are not designed, we haven't evolved yet to deal with the amount of triggers we have for our stress response. So what have you got to do? What are you going to do to really support your body in creating a balance? Okay, so try the breathing practice. Do it every day for a week, and just see if any of your stressful situations seem to be less stressful. See how you navigate yourself. See if it feels good in your body. You know, just have a go. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be resistant to it, because it's very simple. It's breathing. And don't forget to open the window. So I hope this has helped you consider taking a breathing practice and, you know, giving it a go and seeing how it feels. And I would love to know what you think and your experience with it. So go for it. Get breathing from your belly. Open window. You can't go wrong. Okay, thanks. Bye.